Welcome back to Daytime Blue Ridge. According to psychologytoday.com, about 20% of adult women and men identify as chronic procrastinators. Dr. Kate Steiner is a burnout recovery coach from Lift Wellness Consulting, and she's here to give us a few tips to help avoid procrastinating when feeling burnt out. So thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And procrastinating is one of the first signs of burnout. So what are some red flags that we should be aware of?
Yeah, so some of the things that we want to be aware of when we're noticing that we're procrastinating a little bit more, but in addition, if we're wondering if we need to also assess our burnout, is does it come along with a feeling of work feeling as though it's unmanageable or that it's a burden to you? Or have you lost that sense of joy, passion, or connection that you used to have with your work? And if those things are all together, it might be a little bit more than just procrastination. You might actually be experiencing burnout too.
Okay, yeah, sometimes I don't know which is happening first, but they both seem to happen. So,
They definitely, which is why procrastination is one of the key signs of burnout to help give us that indicator. If you're noticing that you're putting off tasks that you maybe wouldn't have a week or a month ago,
uh-huh.
you might want to think of something else going on here.
Mm. Okay, so you have a couple of tips to share with us. So, what does it mean to set a priority list?
Yeah. So the big thing when you are setting a priority list, one, to-do list are that list of things, it's never ending. And it actually pulls us away from being able to accomplish our bigger tasks because when we procrastinate, we tend to put off the stuff that seems like it's going to take a long time, or it might be a bit unmanageable, or we don't know where to start. So we'll do all of those smaller tasks to avoid that bigger task. When we set a priority list, what we're doing is highlighting what we think is most important and what most needs to be done in that day. And when we prioritize it, it shifts our thinking around it so that we're more likely to get it done because it has that level of importance to it.
Okay, so how can you dive into creating themed days that can help us?
Yeah. So one of the things that I love to do for myself is I've never been one who I can schedule myself in like this block of time, I will do this project and those kinds of things. But if I create a theme for the day, I'm more likely to accomplish the task within that theme. So for myself, my job includes a lot of outreach and connecting with people, networking, those kinds of things. So I have theme days connected to that with goals of what I need to accomplish in regard to outreach or a certain project by the end of the day. So as long as I get to the end of the day and I've accomplished what I've set out to in my theme, that makes things a little bit easier, but it also gives me the flexibility to have other things happening in my day.
And what kinds of wins should we celebrate? You were mentioning just like if you can get that one success, that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. So we want to celebrate every single win that we have within the day, from making our bed to getting our water intake for the day to maybe you told a really awesome creative story at bedtime to your children. And we want to celebrate each and every one of those wins. So I really recommend that folks either celebrate throughout the day when you have a win. I have a dance party when I have a win. That's my favorite way of celebrating, and it gets the blood flowing a little bit. But I also encourage folks to write them down at the end of the day. Celebrate the things that you've accomplished. Don't highlight them as big or small. Everything deserves celebration.
Yes. Okay. Well, this was a good kind of pick me up, I feel like, because we all go through this. So for more tips
Absolutely.
like these, you can head on over to liftwellnessconsulting.com.